Hello and welcome to today's class. Today we are going to learn about adverbs. To understand this subject, let's see some examples. We are standing in front of the very beautiful town hall of Kolkata. Second, the town hall was quite artistically built long ago. Third, it stands majestically on Esplanade Row. And fourth, I have never seen such a beautiful building. So in these examples we see, in the first example, very modifies the adjective beautiful. In the second example, quite modifies the adverb artistically. And artistically modifies the verb build. And long modifies the adverb ago, and ago modifies the verb build. And in the third example, majestically modifies the verb stands, and in the fourth example, never modifies the verb seen. So the word very, quiet, artistically, long, ago, majestically, and never are called adverbs. In this way we can define adverb as an adverb is a word that modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Now let's move on to the types of adverbs. There are three broad categories of adverbs, namely simple adverbs, interrogative adverbs, and relative adverbs. Now let's see simple adverbs. In simple adverbs, we see adverb of place, adverbs of manner or quality, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of degree or quantity, adverbs of time, adverbs of reason, and adverbs of affirmation or negation. We shall see the examples of these later. Now let's move on to the interrogative adverbs. So interrogative adverbs are adverbs of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of number, adverbs of manner, adverbs of quantity, and adverbs of reason. So now let us move on to see few examples of simple adverbs. Let's see some examples for each one of them. Adverbs of place. Adverbs of place give us information about the location of an action. They answer the question where. For example, Anita looked for Binita everywhere. Second example, they all went away. So in these examples, everywhere tells us the location of an action looking for. It answers the question, where did Anita look for Binita? Similarly, the word away tells us the location of the action of going. Such words are called adverbs of place. Now let's move on to the adverbs of manner or quality. Adverbs of manner or quality give us information about the way an action is done. So they answer the question how or in what manner an action is done. For example, Savir managed the whole situation skillfully. Second, I was pleasantly surprised. In these examples, in the first example, skillfully tells us about the manner in which Sabir managed the whole situation. It answers the question, how did Sabir manage the whole situation? Similarly, pleasantly describes the manner of being surprised. So, such words are called adverbs of manner. Now let's see adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency answer the question how often or in what order does an action take place. For example, they seldom come on time. Second example, I met him only once. So in the first example, seldom give us the information about the frequency. In the second example, once give us the information about the information. So such words are called adverbs of frequency. Now let's see adverbs of degree or quantity. Adverbs of degree or quantity offer information regarding the degree or extent of an action. They answer the question how much or in what degree or to what extent. For example, they were fully prepared. Second example, he was rather busy at the time. Now let's move on to adverbs of time. Adverbs of time provide information about the time of occurrence of an action. They answer the question when. For example, I shall go tomorrow. Next example, they never turned up. So the words such as tomorrow, never, today, yesterday, ever, sometime, now, soon, early, later, and late are examples of adverbs of time. Now let's move on to adverbs of reason. Adverbs of reason logically connect the conclusion with the argument made in previous sentences. For example, therefore nothing could be done regarding the matter. Second example, hence I am unable to help you. So the words such as therefore, hence, however, and nevertheless are examples of adverbs of reason. Now let's see adverbs of affirmation or negation. Adverbs of affirmation or negation are used to confirm or negate an action. For example, he will certainly meet you at the station. Second example, I do not want to go. So words such as certainly, indeed, undoubtedly, definitely are example of adverbs of affirmation. Words such as no, not, and never are examples of adverbs of negation. Let's see about interrogative adverbs. Words such as when, how, where, why, how many, how much, how often, and how long are used for asking questions. These are known as interrogative adverbs. Such adverbs are used to ask questions about time, place, number, manner, quantity, and reason. Let's see some examples. When will you go to London? Where has Jonathan come from? How much sugar do you want? Finally, let us see about relative adverbs. Adverbs that modify a word and refer back to an antecedent are known as relative adverbs. Now let's first of all understand what is antecedent. Antecedent is a thing or a person that the pronoun refers to. Let's see example. He could not recognize the place where we used to play. Second example, I cannot remember the day when I last saw a movie. So in the first example, the relative adverb where refers to antecedent, the place, and modifies it. Similarly, in second example, the relative adverb when refers back to the antecedent, the day, and modifies it. So that's all for today. Thank you.